So welcome to another episode of Fabian's podcast. Wait. So welcome to another episode of Fabian's Room. Today, I have a very special guest. This woman is always busy. She's always pushing P. She's one of the nicest people I know that gets duped the worst hand of life. I don't know why. Maybe it's to make her stronger. I don't know. Talissa.
Hi, baby.
Today's May the 4th. So, but if you see all this stuff and the lightsaber, is because we're celebrating May the 5th. That's why you see all this Darth Vader-ish stuff that I have. Just a little flex for everybody, you know.
I dig it.
But yeah. Before we start, I just want to thank everybody that watches these episodes and supports everything that I'm doing and the guests I have. Like Talissa, she's literally busy from, what was it?
9 to 11.
9 to 11 at night. It's craziest hours ever. Like Talissa's like the hardest worker I know for the longest time. And I'm only saying that because she deserves it. I don't think a lot of people tell her that.
Thank you.
But you know, keep listening to these podcasts. If we talk shit about you, if we talk good stuff about you, tell your friends, tell your mom, tell your dad.
Tell your sister, tell your brother, your cousins, your aunt, uncle.
And I hope you guys enjoy. If you have any suggestions on who you want to see or what you want to talk about, let me know.
Leave a comment below.
Well, this is gonna be on Spotify and Apple Music and YouTube.
Oh, YouTube.
People are probably gonna go on YouTube just to see what you look like. Yeah, cause man, bro, so many people were DMing Ashley after the episode dropped.
I can imagine. She's so beautiful.
Yeah.
I love her.
Yeah, we were supposed to talk about male masculinity. Oh
my God.
Yeah. See, I can't even say it because I don't know
Masculinity.
Yeah.
Toxic male masculinity.
Yeah. I used to be like that. Well, you obviously know. For anyone who doesn't know, I've known Talissa for, it's been a long time.
Since 9th grade.
9th grade.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like 8 years probably.
Yeah.
Cause I was doing the man. We're in 2022. We graduated 17. I met you at like 15. Damn.
I think I was like 14, turning 15.
Okay, 14. Okay, I'm doing too much math.
I'm not good with the mental math either, so
but,
you're not alone.
But yeah, I think I was a person that we could agree on that I was a person of male masculinity. And
honestly, no.
Really?
Yeah, all your guy friends were the ones that were the assholes.
Jose? Well, I'm sorry. That's all obvious. Jose's an asshole.
Yeah, Jose is an asshole.
Yeah,
but
he still is to this day. But I like him still. I don't know.
He's cool.
No, he's really not. Jose's really not cool. He's kind of a dickhead. But that's fine though. Like the only reason I was with people like that, like Jose, Darwin, Kevin Casanueva, the one who's in the army, even though he's not a dickhead, really. But you know, the reason I hang out with all these masculine. They weren't even masculine.
No, they weren't.
We were in high school.
Like just the toxic masculinity was
so,
really
like,
showing back then.
Right.
And
So the
was
toxic part, I really had a lot of those friends that I hung out with because it sort of reminded me of me at the time. Am I like that now? No, not really. If I am, I sort of do it in a playful way, like this podcast, how I talk shit about people. I do it in a playful manner, not a serious way. But where was I going with this? Yeah, I don't really know much about it anymore. And, you know, it's funny because I have a lot of girlfriends and not a lot of guy friends anymore because all my guy friends got girlfriends, you know?
Yeah, so then it's like, oh, well, I'm single and I'm not going to third wheel, so I'm
good.
good.
And then, you know, hanging out with girls more often, I get to hear about all the stories of, you know, abuse and fights and all these different problems they have in relationships and cheating and all that bad stuff, right?
There's a lot.
Yeah, and it definitely helps me out, you know, as a man to figure out how to treat women better. Because when you told me, we were talking on the phone, by the way.
Yeah.
It was really great. I had to go though, and she had to go. It was
Yeah.
very sad. But you know, when Talissa, what did you say on the phone
about abuse and stuff, or in what part?
Damn, I'm having a brain fart. I'm trying to remember.
Because there's like a lot of things that has happened to me, like abuse, like mentally, physically, emotionally, like.
You know, I don't get that though. I don't get the whole physical
Like
portion of it. Like, I don't get that.
No, yeah, like.
Because even back then, I wouldn't.
No, you were a really nice honestly, like, even though like you would be like an asshole, like personality wise, it's just because you were hanging around all those guys, you feel me? But genuinely, when you were by yourself, you were really nice. You were really nice, really honest, and straight up.
Yeah, I mean, the problem for me was, you know, as a young lad, I got bullied a lot. So going to middle school, it sort of like transpired into like, okay, it's like a fresh start into a bigger grade. I gotta like set the tone. So that's when that's when, you know, the whole ranking thing was about, and then Facebook came in.
Oh yeah.
And people make fun of each other's photos and whatever.
PlayStation.
Yeah, it was terrible. Oh, Xbox Live was the worst. I have PS.
I have PS4 too,
yeah.
and they still shit on everybody.
No, it was PS3. I have PS3, but
PS3 too.
but Xbox Live, they told me that was the worst one.
Oh god, it is.
But how are you though? Like, what the last time you were here? I'm gonna make this about you now. Enough about men. If there's one thing my listeners don't want to hear about, is toxic men.
Yeah, especially what's happening on the news right now with that abortion ban.
Oh yeah.
Men don't make.
Tell me about that.
Don't make rights about a woman's body if you have no idea what the fuck is going on.
So can you tell me about that as someone who's not, you know, fully informed about it? You know, I see it.
Yeah.
On Twitter every once in a while.
They want to like make an abortion ban like across like half the country, and like they want to include pregnancies that can literally kill both the baby and the person. So like an ectopic pregnancy is when the baby forms outside of the uterus, like let's say in the fallopian tube, and a woman will bleed and bleed thinking that she's on her period, but she actually has a baby outside of her uterus and it's killing her. Like she can die. And they're like, oh, why do we need to make this a part of the ban? Like that's still a child, that's still a human. That's no, like I'm sorry, like they would not survive. First of all, a baby cannot form outside of the uterus like bigger than like, you know, like I think maybe 2 months. Like after 2 months, like the person that is carrying the baby will start dying, like literally blood loss. And that actually happened to someone I knew, and she almost died.
And what's the point of this? Like what's the great outcome of doing this ban? Nothing.
Like it's just gonna
so
cause.
Why are people supporting it?
It's honestly, I'm sorry, it's Christian people. They're like, like it's Christian people. Like
the Christians are up about again.
I'm like, please stop.
Man,
like you.
These Christians, dog. Did they not learn their lesson when they killed Christ? Like,
I don't know.
Did y'all ever stop? Y'all killed the Lord and Savior. Like, you ever wonder why Christians always ask us to like join their religion, or why they're always like informing us about the Bible and the gospel? Because they killed him. They literally hung him on a cross. Like,
yeah.
Oh man.
Basically tortured him on that cross.
Oh dude. So it's a bunch of bro, politics.
Like pro-lifers, it's like, okay, like I understand, like pro-life, you want to like, you know, save a child, but what about after they have that child? Like what about the doctor visits, the supplies they need, like the help? Some women have babies and completely are by themselves. So it's by themselves with this little baby, no one to help them. Like, and if they're going through postpartum, you know, that really affects people. And like a lot of women during postpartum actually like will be aggressive towards the child. And that's not okay, because that is a baby, you know. But if she wanted to get an abortion because she's like, I don't have the money for this, I don't have the help for this, and the government's not going to help me, because the government does not help.
It's true. Except for, you know, Moneybag Joe and Donald Trump give me out the $1,200. Appreciate it, but that's about it.
Yeah.
But like what I really don't get it with all these like abortion laws going out, because I think there was one not too long ago that there was a law for abortions.
I think in Texas it did pass.
It passed.
Yeah.
That if you were to, I think it was if you got raped and you were pregnant that you had to keep the child.
Yeah, like if it was incest or rape, they would make you keep it.
That's
And that's
yo,
imagine a little imagine
oh,
a 5-year-old
man.
girl being raped by like her uncle and then having to carry a baby. She's 5. She can die. Her body is not even fully grown to carry a baby. Like they don't care. Like they don't care about people. They just want more people and like more destruction basically. Like they just want us to implode.
Yeah, I really don't get that. But back what I was saying before that the last time you were here, this room is a little bit different. I don't know if it's that different.
No, it was very different.
Yeah,
it was very different.
I think the last time I was here, it was so stupid. I honestly felt like Jose. For those of you who don't know Jose's the type to like give advice when you don't want it. I felt like that. I was sitting on that bench right there. Talissa was sitting on the bed right there. And I was like, Talissa, you know, you gotta do this and do that. And if you do this right, you're gonna get what you want. You know, when you come back here, I'm gonna have this. I have all this, by the way, that I said that I was gonna get because I hustle.
Facts.
And then I gave Talissa a book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. She never gave it back.
I'm sorry. You
It's
told
all
me
good.
I could keep it.
It's all good.
You told me I could keep it.
There's a. No, I never said that.
Yeah, you did.
No, I never said that.
I
never said
said
that. Nah.
You can keep it, and I'm
Nah.
like,
I promise on all abortion clinics.
Oh my god.
Happy May the 5th, even though it's the 4th. Cinco de Mayo going to be lit. But yeah, and at the time you were working 2 jobs at the time still?
Yeah. Like I think in high school was like the most I've ever like worked because I had like 5 jobs. Yeah, I had like 5 jobs in 11th grade. I believe it was in 11th.
My dog.
Dude.
I didn't know you were out there like that.
Dude, I was out there getting that bag. Like honestly, the whole reason why I didn't really try so much with school was because like when I was little and like I'm going back to elementary with this shit.
Yeah, go ahead. I want to know the whole thing.
I had got like one of the highest honor rolls and the school was like doing a trip to Australia.
Okay.
A fucking field trip to Australia to like scuba dive and do things and like go to the museums, and I was so pumped. I'm like, please, let's go. None of my parents wanted to take me. And I'm like, I worked this hard in school to get shit on. And I'm a little fucking kid thinking this. Like,
so that was a PSD moment.
I'm like,
PSD. I said an underwear brand. PTSD.
yeah.
PTSD.
I'm like,
I just said the
PSD.
underwear
Like,
brand that I wear.
what the fuck?
My bad. I'm sorry. I'm a guy. Believe it or not, as many women that have been on the show and I'm friends with, I am a guy still. Trust me. Even though I'm vegan and I don't have as much testosterone in me, and it's just estrogen what women take, I'm still a man. I promise you. If I had gray sweats, you would see it.
Oh my god.
But I don't. I actually own a pair. They're 3XL. Useless.
Well, at least you're comfortable.
Oh man, I'm so comfortable right now. Yeah, when you're on the dark side, you wear whatever you want. Darth Vader got a whole suit.
Yeah, for real.
No, but he's burning under there. But anyways, so this started in elementary school, and that's where you got like your
my hustler mindset. Yeah.
Yeah, you got a little traumatization.
I'm like, school don't do nothing. Like you go on, you make it yourself. Like there are some people that become fucking millionaires that fucking dropped out of high school. I finished high school. Like I do plan to go to college and
finish high school.
I finished like with
5 jobs in 11th grade.
Oh yeah, like that was no problem. I still had a little bit of time for myself. Like I was barely sleeping though. I
believe you. Were you? Because I don't remember. Were you in any of the plays that we did? Like the big productions.
Honestly, I don't think so because like during drama, I was kind of blackballed for 3 years of like my high school.
Blackballed.
Yeah, like you know when they don't cast you and stuff because like they don't like you. Well,
Cookie
didn't like me.
Jaylene?
Yeah, she got so mad at me because
of your sister? Because she was drama club president?
No, it was because the first year, I got into one acts with Graph. I think it was like 4 Guys or something. Like you know that play? I can't remember the name, but I was supposed to be backstage and like fixing suits. These people wanted me to like redo the whole fucking coat to like fit it to these people, and I didn't know how to do that. And there was someone else doing my job, and I felt so bad. Like, I cannot take the credit for things that I don't fucking do. So I was like, yeah, I need to like, I am gonna drop out because I'm not doing any of this work, and this is not fair because all these people are thinking that I'm doing these coats really good, and it's not me.
I think you told me this story one time.
Yeah, and
when
then
we were in class.
yeah, my sister got mad at me. Like, she was like, come on, like, all you need to be there for is like a little like soap if there's a little tear or whatever. I'm like, yeah, but like right now I'm taking the credit for something that I'm not doing, and you know how that makes me feel. And she's like,
Bro,
I do understand. Jaylene hated me so much for it. I'm like,
feel like
bro,
I feel like out of everybody, you got shitted on so much
Ooh,
for no reason.
yes, that's what I'm saying.
Because you're literally one of
I peeped it.
Yeah,
I'm like,
because I mean, you to me, you've never done anything bad to me except show up an hour late. But that's fine. I don't care. You made up plenty in the past for being super nice, so I don't care. You even made up to me now by giving me a gift. But very generous gift. But you know, like I really try to understand like why you get shitted on for so many things, because you're a good person. You never cheated on nobody, right?
Honestly, I think the only time I cheated on someone was when they cheated on me.
When was this?
This was like the really bad boyfriend I had during like high school. The one that like
in high school.
This was like happening like 9th grade, 10th
grade,
matter. On and off.
It doesn't matter.
11th
It
grade
doesn't
on and
matter.
off.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. If it's one of those relationships and it happened at the beginning of high school in 9th grade, it don't matter.
Yeah, like.
But you had a lot of terrible. Do I want to say terrible? Yeah, you had
bad experiences.
You had a lot of bad experiences. A lot the right guy. Yeah, bro. I don't know. Maybe it was. I'm trying to figure out what's the reason why. Because again, like. You would think all the good stuff that you put in the world and how you treat people, you will get that back.
No, that's not how the universe works. So basically,
well, I'm a Libra. You know, I got the scale.
I'm a Capricorn.
On my back. I balance things out. That you don't make balance. Like
my mom is
maybe it's work. Maybe all the shit you've been given motivates you to put in more hours or something. I don't know.
Well, like Capricorns are honestly like very work driven. Like we're after the bag 24/7. Like feelings don't matter. Like the bag does. But
Capricorns, you said?
Yeah.
Well,
and very hard-headed.
Aries like that. Is a mod like that?
I'm like that.
Well, no. Do you are you in a relationship? When's the last time you've been in a relationship?
And like a year after like 12th grade ended.
Damn.
You
are on a streak.
Honestly, dating right now is not good. Like there's like no good people.
No,
I'm not saying there's no good people, but like there is no good people in this area.
I'm trying to think of.
They must be hidden under a rock or something because I don't know. I mean, honestly, my best friend 10 out of 10.
No, I'm kidding. I'm not dating anybody ever again. I'm gonna die alone.
Oh
but so serious. No, but like. You are right, because looking through the list of guys that I'm thinking of, there's not that many. There's so many friends that I had to drop because I found out, like, oh, this person is an abuser. This person sexually harassed me. This person's very handsy and touchy. This person called that person's girlfriend a bitch twice in front of them. You know?
I would have started throwing hands. Like,
yeah,
what did you say?
It's really awful. Like, girl? I don't know what it is, and it's sort of very nice too, because like every time I go on a trip, every time I go out, I'm always with a bunch of girls, and it's so nice. Even though I'm not gonna do nothing, I'm not gonna do nothing. I know it's very rare to hear from a guy, but with all the trauma that I've been through with my relationships, you know, I'm sort of like in Talissa's position where Talissa can't find someone to be with. My thing is like I don't want to be with anyone because I don't think it's worth it. If that makes sense.
I'm also on the same boat as you.
Yeah, because you're way more
worth it.
Yeah, because doing all this, doing the podcast, doing YouTube, editing, making enough money, having to save $1,000 a month so I could afford a house or an apartment, paying for the car, you know, having good credit, doing all this stuff. Like I can't afford a relationship, and it's annoying. Have you ever told anyone that, and they just keep on trying to do stuff with you? And you're like, listen, dude, if we do this, like, you're going to catch feelings for me. And then there's gonna be no way out of this, and then we can't be friends. Like, you know how many awkward moments I had going to the club with a friend or going out to dinner with someone, and bruh, oh my god, I remember this one time, this girl, I'm not gonna expose her because I care about her, but went to shots and we were dancing, and she was, she was feeling herself because she was drinking a little bit. And she what did she do? I think she kissed, she was going down on my neck.
Oh god.
Yeah, I'm 6'2". I think I was wearing Tim's, so I was up there, and she just like
climbed like a little.
Yeah, she just climbed. She grabbed me like, and then just pulled me down. And the worst part is I didn't talk to her about it for like a couple weeks, and then I brought it up, and it takes it. I don't know what it takes something for you to have that understanding of like, it was an accident, it was this situation, da da da. And it just sucks because there's a lot of people that I know that do that, and when they do it, it's sort of like, okay, yeah, that's the end of a friendship because they do it purposely.
Yeah.
I think the worst thing I ever seen was when this kid Danny, we had a St. Patrick's Day party, and this man deliberately got these two girls drunk. But the thing was, the friend that he invited, she invited her friend, but she was 16 years old. It was bad. The cops came to Emily's house. Emily's like, what are you going to do, Faye? I'm like, the police, I think it was an ambulance, then it was a police, and I was just sitting there.
Giving me heart pains right now.
I was sitting there inside the house, sitting next to the front door, and I was just waiting for a knock. I was waiting for a knock for the cop and for me to explain anything. Because Emily's like, you better do something. And I'm like, okay.
I'll do something.
Yeah. I was worried about it, though. Let me tell you. Everybody's in the house, and they're like, what do we do? And then
be quiet, everybody. Shut the fuck up. No,
we were. But then, little slick me, I started cracking jokes. Ahmad, my little booty partner. Why is he my booty partner? It's because we get a lot of booty when we're together. But anyways, I don't pipe. I'm a virgin. Sort of. in my mind.
Fabian, that's all right. What if the sky is pink? It's pink. Sometimes it changes color. Either way, so.
I'll swallow this mic right now.
Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it.
No, okay. But we were able to get the party back on, and yeah, shared a kiss with somebody. Person that really fucked me up because of me, because I wasn't supposed to get in a relationship. I got into
too fast.
I got into some type of relationship, which it ended really bad because of me, because of something I did and something I didn't stop. But it made me a better person.
That's good. You learn.
Yeah, some of the things we go through, I feel like is bullshit. Cause like right now, right at this moment, I don't know how you're feeling about relationships or
your plan my life alone, and maybe getting like a sperm donor, and like it's just me and mine, which is my baby type shit. Like I've always pictured myself like in a house having everything I want with just my child. Like I don't see a man taking care of me. I see me taking care of myself.
And that's how it's been for like the longest now.
I've always seen that way, because in every single relationship that I've been in, they want a mom. I am not your mom. I am your significant other. You're not supposed to control my life. We're supposed to enhance our lives together. If you're jealous, I understand. You talk to me about it, but you don't treat me like shit about it.
So if we were going out and I actually made me a peanut butter and jelly sandwich and make it a triple decker, would you not make it?
I mean, like if we were dating, yeah, I would do it. Like I'm not an asshole either.
Because it's just a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Yeah, it's just peanut butter, jelly, bread.
Like
I'm not gonna be like.
I used to have guys be like, "Oh, can you buy me this? Can you buy me that?" What the fuck am I, your mom?
Like jewelry? Because I seen
clothes, whatever. Like
jewelry,
bro. I bought jewelry for like one of my exes.
Okay,
which was the really horrible one, bro. Talissa. Like I was really gullible.
You're a better person.
Really gullible. Okay.
You were really gullible.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah, you were.
I was so gullible. You know this. Like, I guess everyone saw it, so then they were like, oh, this is my chance to treat you like shit. I'm like, why?
Talissa has a crush on me, huh? Ashley just broke up with me. Hey, Talissa, let's go out. Go
For
out
one
with her
day.
go out for her for one day. Ashley doesn't get jealous at all. Because she told me. She told me when we went out a second time.
She was like, I think me and Ashley just got closer. That's what
So
she was
so
like,
dumb.
I still love you. I'm like, I love you, Ashley.
I'm such a dumb guy. Such a dumb guy. Oh my god. If I could get like a whole panel somehow to do this podcast with my class, just so they could talk about how stupid I was.
Dude, you wouldn't even really hear about yourself. You would be hearing about other people in the classroom.
Yeah, we were all dumbasses, man, honestly. It was so disgusting seeing all, like, you ever look back on the people you hung out with? Because you were in chorus too, right?
Like my last year, yeah.
Your last year?
Yeah.
But
And it was so...
you hung out with the chorus kids though, right?
No, yeah, I did. But it's funny because, like, the only person that ever tried me was in chorus.
Who was that?
Evelyn. Because
I think I remember this
when
situation.
I was dating
Bro,
Eunice.
I remember because I remember something about this because I remember how stupid it was. Because that's how dumb these people are. Evelyn's probably still an idiot.
Dude, oh my god, that shit was
She went out with Elio Machine.
Oh my god, she was with Elio when she
Yo,
had tried
dog.
me, and like, bro, I had just straight up put her out there because I was dating Eunice.
Wait,
and...
what do you mean put her out there?
Oh,
Dated. Oh,
I put her fucking out there. Like, I deadass told her, I was screaming at her in the chorus room because, first of all, in the chorus room, there's that little room, you know, with the pianos where people go and talk shit. She had went in there with a group of people.
Wait, time out. I'm sorry. Continue. So, back with Evelyn.
Well, she was talking shit about me in a group of people. I think Emily, Fufu was there.
Oh, boy.
And they told me what she was saying. She avoided me for 2 days. She did not go to school for 2 days.
I mean, you're an intimidating person.
She gave me 2 days to think about it. Because I honestly...
Think about
what the fuck she said. And what the fuck I was going to say to her. She gave me time to think about it. That was her fault. I was honestly ready to beat her ass. But she gave me time to relax and calm down. So I'm like, all right, I'm going to put all her dirty laundry up to dry in front of everybody. So when I saw her in the chorus room during lunch, I'm like, Evelyn, let me have a word with you real quick. And then fucking...
was she
was scared.
Oh.
She was scared. Like,
Wow.
she was taken aback. Like, oh, shit. Like, she's coming at me right now. I'm like, first of all, you are a fucking hoe. Second, I just started listening. I'm like, how the fuck are you going to have a promise ring on your hand and then sit on another guy's lap in front of your man that gave you that fucking promise ring? You're a fucking hoe. Wasn't you kissing this person over there, like, in the... I outed her so bad. And Elio was like, oh, this is not an essay. I'm like, first of all, that would be an improper essay.
Elio, if you're listening to this, bro.
I love you, Elio. You're cool now. Like, I'm happy that you broke up with that bitch because she was so bad.
I like you too, Elio.
She was so bad.
I like conversating with you. But my dog, you got played, my dog. You got played like Smash Bros. Except you weren't smashing anyone, my bro.
But, like, he saw all of it, too. I'm like, Elio, bro. Like, I was like, shut the fuck up. I'm trying to fucking defend you, too. Like, he was just... Then he just sat there and stayed there. Bro, she, like, ran off crying. And then Fufu was like, oh, my God. And Susie was like, that's the fucking greatest moment of my high school life, seeing that shit.
Really?
Dude, I had...
No.
I had ripped her a new one.
The greatest moment in high school is when you remember the dance we did?
Which one?
It was with Mir.
Oh my god.
We did like a cowboy dance or some shit, and we had a yippee-ki-yay or do
think so.
And we had a kickball step. You remember that?
Yeah.
My greatest moment in high school, it wasn't asking this girl out to prom. It wasn't prom. It wasn't going to the hotel and trying to get a wine bottle open with Elisa's high heel with Jose. It was when what was Fufu's boyfriend at the time? The tall ass dude.
What, Hector?
It was when fucking Hector kicked. He kicked in the air, and he kicked so hard that his other foot went forward.
Didn't he fall?
And he fell, and all you heard was doom.
I felt so bad.
Ow. What?
I felt so. I laughed.
You
but
know how much Ahmad laughs at his too.
I laughed, but I
Bro,
felt bad
Ahmad's
at the same time. I was so
and he's
worried.
probably cracking up right now. I'm not gonna lie. I was on 420. I was so high that I mentioned it, and I was crying with Ahmad because we were talking shit about the class. Because listen, all of you in my class in drama, you're all jokes. I'm a joke too. At the time, I'm still a joke
Facts.
a little bit. I just keep it real now. But, you know, I was just roasting everybody because, you know, you ever, like, looking back on high school, it was so stupid. Like, didn't we have, bro, and there was another story I was going to ask you. In chorus, weren't there a couple that piped in the chorus room?
I think it's in that little room where Evelyn talks shit about me, where they did it. It's like right next to the actual door.
Bro,
like,
how do chorus kids get the audacity,
dude,
bro?
I don't know.
Because I know G wasn't doing anything.
I know that like people were like dead ass like dry humping in the car.
Nah, dog.
I've seen it.
No, dog.
And on the chorus field trip, things happen. Like there was always just things happening on the field
trip.
There were so many things happening. I'm
Dog,
like, what the
so
fuck
this
is
one
going
time,
on?
damn, I'm not gonna out this person. Oh my God, you were there. You
What?
were the person I switched. By the way, let me tell you how I regret. Let me tell you how I regret.
You stayed in the room with us.
No, you left.
I did?
I switched with you.
Really?
Yes.
I don't really remember.
So I'm gonna remind you right now. I was in a room sleeping with Cedric Baker Jr. and he was sleeping next to me, Fabian Herrera Jr. And we had what's that guy's name who did the finger wang that he went out with Carolyn?
Angel.
But whatever, we had
No.
this fucking guy. He slept next to us and he slept on the floor, right? So you have the two beds here, and then so me and Cedric, it's like a hotel, by the way. So me and Cedric were on the furthest bed away from the door. There's another bed, and then it's the window and the door.
Mm-hmm.
And this guy was sleeping on the floor next to the window.
Sorry.
All of a sudden, this girl comes in, lays on the floor with this man, and I just see I see her cowboying. Saddled right on him. I don't even hear it. I don't see anything. I just hear it. And then I was like, Cedric. And he was dead asleep. And I was like, I'm not doing this. So I put all my stuff on. I put my sweater on and I put my pants on. And I went to the other room. I knocked on it. It was you, Casey, Ashley.
I have pictures from that day that I saw yesterday.
And Smith, I think.
Who?
Elizabeth.
Oh yes. She
It
was
was
in the room
the
with
four
us.
of you in that room, and I was like, "Listen, I need one of y'all to switch beds with me."
No, I think that like I think that I don't think that I left the room. And if I did, it was to play video games because I think someone brought a console or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They brought everything, bro. They
Yeah.
brought drugs, dog. Are you kidding me?
Oh yeah.
We were
I
in
was
high
so shook.
school,
I was
dog.
like, bro, like
Wasn't
you're
it freshman
crazy.
year?
What the fuck?
Wasn't it freshman year that they were dude? If my freshman or sophomore year, I went to this course trip, and they had fucking dabs, bro. They had dabs. Like, I'm like, how is this possible? How is this happening right now? And
They were resourceful.
yeah, bro, they had blunts. Their dog, before the trip started, before every trip that we took to Tampa or Orlando, we had a fucking dog sniff our luggage.
Yeah, they sniffed it.
And they didn't find
Nothing,
shit every
nothing.
time. And I'm like, how do these kids
do
how
this
is
shit.
this possible? And dog, like, it's not more
It was the real hippies that knew.
it's not more like, how dare you do this while I'm on this trip? It's more like, I
How the
applaud
fuck
you.
did you do this?
You're
shit?
taking this risk to really get high, bro. Like, is it really worth it? And then when I got high, I knew it's not fucking worth it, bro. Listen, you're telling me you're in high school for 4 years and you're gonna risk, I don't know how many years, to go to jail to get high on a high school trip with a bunch of chorus kids? No, just fuck. Just pipe. That's it. This girl did it while I was asleep. Like, I don't even think the guy woke up. It's fucking disgusting. Anyway,
I think maybe I had went in there after it was done or whatever. Was the game in that room? I know that there was
No.
games in a different room.
No.
I think I went to that room because you had told me, hey, some fucked up shit's happening in my room, and I'm like,
dude,
oh, I'm not gonna go in there.
It
Like,
was messed up. Like, my room sucked. We had Steven. He was so fat and sweaty, dude, and he was in his underwear, and he had a t-shirt on, and this man, you saw his asshole sweat.
oh,
And he had like the Hanes, like dark blue, holy fucked up underwear. I'm surprised he didn't have a shit stain. And I remember this man, he got 2 impressive looking chopsticks, and he jerked off with the chopsticks while he had the smallest shrinkage in front of all of us. And we just all looked. We just all looked in amazement, and we all started laughing. It was
no homo.
like, we're so stupid.
No homo.
Like that scenario up there should define what my high school experience was like. It was, we are dumb. We are retarded. Like, I'm sorry to say it, but like at that time,
Alif can distract us.
dog, you don't understand.
Alif.
My bad for the slight delay. We had the camera turn off because I had too much film. Is that really how you hiccup? Why do you hiccup like that?
Because it's like I'm losing my air while hiccuping, so then like I'm gasping for air. I don't know if the microphone heard me because I was far away.
No, it did. Trust me. I'm looking at. Yeah, it did. Trust me.
Okay, good.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So basically,
Boys are dumb.
Yeah,
Boys are dumb, and they don't learn until they're in their 30s. Just saying. That's what my father said.
I'm not in my 30s yet.
But you're doing way better than a lot of people.
I know. I know. I don't know how. Bro, let me tell you, there's a couple guys that I am jealous of looking at their resume and who they went out with. You know, like Eunice, he went out with Evelyn. I used to have a crush on Evelyn. No, I don't. I wonder why. Who else? He's going out with Casey still.
Yeah.
Still jealous about that. But, you know, whatever. It's all good. He can have it. I think he deserves it.
Yes.
I don't know what he's doing in life, but you know, he deserves it.
Hopefully they're doing good. Hopefully.
I know the answer to that, but I'm not gonna answer that. But how are you doing? So like, you went from 5 jobs in 11th grade. So how is it now overall?
Honestly, it's better, and I have like more time to work on like the business that I want to start.
Oh yeah, let's talk about that. So what about this business? How did you had the idea of doing it? What is it about? Who inspired you? Cuz
honestly, you see these pants that I'm wearing, it's Go Supply, and like he really inspired me. Go Supply did.
So it's like outfits like that.
Well, like kind of
the theme.
Well, like honestly, I've always been more alternative, like that, like since I was a child, I've been alternative. So like I just like have like a different taste of like style that like I don't see a lot of people doing, and like if they do it, it's like that kind of doesn't fit you. Like there's some people that like will dress up in a way that I do when they've never dressed up like that, and it's like, yeah, you look good, but before you looked better because you looked yourself. Like the dark look doesn't look good on all people,
No, you're absolutely right.
like my man's here. This look good on him. It doesn't look good on a lot of people.
I mean, when you were, from looking at your Instagram, and going to your Halloween parties, 'cause I'm pretty sure you wore some pretty outstanding outfits there.
I wore multiple costumes.
Yeah, so you're very good at your theme and what you wear. Like for me, I'm just a basic guy that likes to wear a little bit of everything. I could wear makeup with press-on nails, and then I could have.
I know, I fuck with it.
And then I could wear a cowboy outfit the next day, or I could wear Crocs with this little sweat thing I got going on here. But you're more like an outside thinker when it comes to wearing outfits, which I can't do. I really can't.
Bro,
I think it's
I
cool.
look at people and I'm like, dude, I want to dress you so bad, and they're like, dress me how? I'm like, bro, you look so different, but you look so good.
I'll let you dress me.
Oh my god, I would so dress you the fuck up. Sorry, have an alarm.
Oh, it's all good. But so like now, what are you doing to like try to get the business going? Because what is it? It's like clothing, right?
Yeah, it's clothing, and also, I got a rug gun because I also wanted to start making rugs.
Yo,
to
if
also
you start making rugs,
dude,
dog,
because you know I love me my anime.
bro, I'll promote you.
You know I love
Yo,
me
every
my
time I do the podcast, I'll
anime.
promote you every time.
You're like, buy a fucking rug. Buy a rug, buy a mask, buy a piece of clothing, anything.
No, that's awesome. Yeah, no, you should definitely like don't. I mean, it's like me when I did YouTube and I did video games, then I did reaction videos, then now I'm doing podcasts, you know, or how I did editing my Instagram photos
You
on
never need to
Photoshop.
stay on one thing.
Yeah, so like definitely like, you know, expand your horizon.
Yeah, like honestly, just in the process of still getting all the materials I need because it's a lot of stuff, you know. Like,
Well, I can only imagine.
yeah, but like I have no problem like taking this long because now I have the time, and then you know when I have things ready, I'll put it up on my website. Basically, like a drop, you know, like after the drop runs out, like there's nothing on the website
Yeah.
until like I make a new drop.
And you're really good at this because you did a lot of what is it when you do work with costumes and whatnot?
What, like cosplay? What?
No, not cosplay. In high school when we had drama, you did a lot of what work? There's a word for that. I think it was costume making or something like that. So you already have experience in making costumes and all that, right?
Yeah.
So there's just like another level of it.
Yeah, and honestly, it's just like it's refreshing because at a certain point, like I'm gonna be able to wear like only my clothes, you know, like shit that I've made, and I'm gonna be like, damn, I'm finally wearing what I really want to wear.
Yeah, tell me about it. Is at the point now that I'm starting to get bored of watching all these other YouTubers. I'm starting to watch my own videos.
I like your videos; they're funny.
I try to be funny. I
You're funny.
I think I try to be funny. I am funny. I don't know. It's up to anyone's interpretation. You know, people are probably watching like this is the dumbest podcast. They haven't stuck to one topic. But
Actually, I've showed a few of my like best friends the podcast because I said I was gonna be on, and they're like, honestly, I love how he carries the conversation. I wish I could be on that podcast.
yo, let me tell you something. Back when you were on your Instagram before you got harassed by all these gentlemen.
And even women.
Back when you were posting on Instagram before you got harassed, you hung out with some very attractive women. Let me tell you. I'm only saying that because me, I don't really do anything. I don't get action at all. I get ass thrown at me at the club. Sometimes in my room. Yeah, sometimes. I miss Ton. I should call her. No, I'm kidding. I haven't done anything with Ton. If anything, let me tell you something. Hold on. Before I get back to your friends. Your attractive friends that are very... Are they nice?
Some.
I would hope they are because they hang out with you. So I like to think you hang out with people that are nice as you. But some women shouldn't be nice as you. Some women should be very mean towards men that harass them. I'm
very mean.
But Ton, I've given you 2 lap dances. I've received 0. 0. I just want you to know that when this airs. And I'm going to let you know that I talked about you at this moment so you can know. So whenever we go back to Vegas or when we go to a club, I want something. All right. And let me tell you something else that happened in Vegas. I'm not gonna tell you what happened, but when I was dancing with Ton at Vegas, I just want everybody to know I did all the work. I did all the work when it came to dancing. I just want to say that.
I love her. I love her so much.
She's the best.
I've known her since I was like in elementary.
Dude, she's awesome. She literally has so much energy. She's a strong, independent woman.
And
she
very
does
smart.
Everything by herself. You know, she doesn't need no man to tell her what to do. I know this because she literally says this every time
and
that
she
I
has
see
cute
her.
puppies. Cute babies.
I'm
Cute
annoyed by
babies.
the dogs, but I understand.
They're
I understand because I have, you know, my dog, so I totally understand. And I have 2 cats. But Ton, absolutely amazing person, great energy. You know, she always wants to be out there. She wants to go to California. She wants to go to Las Vegas. She wants to travel, you know, and she loves her family a lot. She's a very outstanding person. Whatever she pursues as a business career or making a company, or
she would succeed.
She will succeed.
It's not, oh, will she? No, she will.
All right, but that's enough. That's enough for her. I gave her a little hard time and a little good time. But, you know, your friends are really attractive. And they also, if I'm not mistaken, you were part of like a music group that you were hanging out with at one
Oh
point,
my
right?
God, yeah, and I'm not friends with like any of those people anymore.
I can only imagine. Like,
yeah, honestly, when you're really good to people and then like you find out that they just shit on you behind your back, like, oh, we only hang out with this girl because she has money and she has this and that. It's like, damn, it seems like you're very, very, what is the word? You're very jealous. Like, you're very jealous of the things that I have, and you want them.
How are they the ones that get money from you when they're the musicians?
Dude, I literally would pay. I would literally pay for like
Studio
the
time?
studio time.
Oh,
And I would also do
wow.
songs. Like, I literally have songs recorded, and I feel like they were engineered really bad, so I never released these songs. And also, like, I don't have them anymore. Like, and they don't want to give them to me. Supposedly they lost them. But yeah, I've paid for like over like $1,000 in studio time.
Is this band still active, or are they
It's not
disbanded?
It's not a band. Like, they were all like rapping on their own like time.
They're rappers.
Yeah.
Those guys did not look like rappers.
Yeah.
They look like some emo rock stars you were hanging out with.
Well,
But they dress really good.
yeah, like, I mean, I kind of was dressing them, so.
Are you serious?
I bought them a lot of clothes.
What do you call
like,
that?
they were my best friends.
What do you call that when you dress someone?
When you style them.
You should be a stylist.
I literally had on my Instagram for a while, like, stylist. And bro, everyone wanted me to buy their clothes for them. Like, it works by you giving me the money. I go buy you stuff in your size and I dress you.
Yeah.
That's how a stylist works.
Yeah.
It doesn't work by, oh, you pay for it and then I wear it. No.
No, negative.
No.
That's not how it works.
I need money for my services.
And how many people do you hang out with now, friends wise?
I hang out with Fufu. I see my best friend Rose. I see my best friend Danny. I see my other bestie Cosmic. Honestly, these people are like family to me. Like, I love them to death.
Hey, shout out to all of you.
Shout out.
Yeah.
Shout out. Real ones.
Thank you
Real
for
fucking ones.
thank you for keeping Talissa good
Sane.
company around while I'm not around.
Sane.
You know.
Thank you for keeping me sane.
Really? I mean,
Dude, there was some
with your
moments where I
life,
was
yeah.
like, what the fuck is going on? Like, really, what's going on? Like, people will be shitty to you and then be like, oh, but you've done this and that. It's like, bro, like, they're like, what you did, what I did. Like,
Well,
it's not even the same. Like,
well, from what you've told me, a lot of the people that you get into arguments with or altercations with or situations, they're very delusional.
yeah, dude, like, bro, I'm showing you, like, you show them the facts, right?
Yeah.
One of their best friends or significant other could be like, no, the sky isn't the sky, it's the ocean. They'll be like, no, they said that this is the ocean, so this is the ocean. But bro, I'm showing you the facts. The facts are right here. No, I don't want to look at that. I don't believe that. What the fuck?
And
Hello?
how many times how long has it been since you had to drop somebody, or that you had like the same group of friends, or because like for me now, I think in the span of a year or two, I dropped so many people.
I've dropped so many people too.
Yeah, it's just I don't know what happened after COVID or during COVID, but it changed. It definitely changed a lot of lives. Still having hiccups. But it
Okay.
definitely changed a lot of lives. Like, it changed my life. I don't know about everybody else, but I was able to get a lot of work done because the buildings that I was securing at the time, nobody was in there. I was already falling asleep at the buildings. So when they're like, how the fuck did they do 84 hours in 1 week and get $1,200 in a paycheck? It's like, because I
Work for that shit.
No, because I fell asleep. And like, they didn't catch you on the cameras. I'm like,
No.
do you know who controls the cameras?
Me.
Me. But you know, after getting all that money, I was able to buy PS5, the camera, the monitor, these microphones, the helmet,
The chair.
the chairs too, but yes sir. And wait, you gotta. If I could find it.
This actually makes noises. Look. You hear that shit? That's
Ready? Wait,
that.
do it again. Turn it off.
Oh wait, hold on.
All right.
Let me
ready.
know.
Press it now.
fucking digging this.
I love this. I love all my collection. I'm such a little boy, but
Honestly, same. If I could buy this, I would.
well, you're not pushing P enough. I'm kidding. I'm pretty sure. Knowing you so far in my life, you're probably doing everything by yourself. You're probably paying all your stuff by yourself, which is sort of like not a good thing, but not a bad thing. You know, like
I'll just know how to support myself better.
Yeah, you're literally one of the top tier people I know that are a strong, independent, woman. I mean, for a long time now, ever since high school, obviously, because you really didn't. You didn't take shit from nobody.
I didn't. Oh my god.
Which is impressive because there was a lot of situations.
Is that I didn't give a fuck. I knew what was right, and I knew what was wrong. And like someone would always want to start a problem with me and someone else, and I'll be like, I'll just go up to them and be like, hey, did you say this? No. I'm like, okay, I just want to ask you because this so and so is saying this, so I'm gonna go bitch at them now, and then it would stop.
And why do you think so many people have a problem with you? Is it because of the way you look, the way you act, or?
Dude, oh my god. Let me pull out some pictures of how I used to fucking look in high school. And I showed them to my best friend. I'm like, bro, I look like this in high school. She's like, no wonder why fucking people would hate on you because you were really fucking pretty. And I'm like, what?
I went out with you.
Wait, hold on. Look.
Damn, when you realize that Alec went out with, who did he go out with?
I don't even know.
He went out with the baddest girls, I swear.
You see, look, like,
that was you?
That's me.
Damn, I got CRS.
What?
Can't remember shit. Because I cannot remember that photo.
I've even worn this at school.
When?
Like, I forgot. It was something like a senior thing or whatever. Not a senior thing. It was, oh yeah, it was for senior thing. The senior dance, whatever I was in.
The senior dance?
Yeah.
Where was that at?
What happened in the auditorium? We all dressed like zombies and stuff. I was in the dance. I was one of the girls that like fucking did like a bridge crawling to the front of the. Was
I in there or no?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Is it wrong to say you're bad in that photo? Because like you were like under 18.
No, bro.
That's not.
I'm old now. Like this is old.
I'm old now.
You
take vitamins and shit. I take vitamins.
I take vitamins.
I take iron. Everybody.
Zinc is important, bitch.
I take vitamin C.
But yeah, like I used to look like that.
I feel bad for all men that ruined their chance with this.
A lot did.
But even now, like I said, and like you said before, like for you to date someone, it'll be just difficult. I don't even think you could date that person. I think you could just be like, yeah, I'm there with that person.
This is my This is my company that I am.
This is my potential.
This is the person that I am maybe talking to, and then they're like, maybe, yes, maybe, because you have not passed the test yet. Like, what test? What test?
I mean, with the stuff that you've been through,
you have to test them a little bit. Like, been through a lot of bad shit.
Is there ever a guy that you don't have to test? Like, is there ever like you meet a good guy and you're like, he doesn't need to be tested. I can tell how he is, by the way he talks and talking about his past. Because like for me, right, I talk about my past a lot and I let women know up front how I feel and how I feel about them and how I feel about life in general or whatnot. Has there ever been a guy like that you just looked at them and you're like, oh, this is a good person, and they turn out to be an actual good person?
Honestly, like my best friend is a good person, but I wouldn't want to ruin the relationship I have with him.
Tell her how it is.
I wouldn't want to ruin the relationship I have with him. Sorry for my hiccups that were interrupted.
It's all good.
But honestly, like I think I've met like a few people like that, but there's not many, I met a few people like that not in Florida.
Damn. Where's that at?
I mean, I think this was in like, I can't even remember.
Is it like way up there?
I mean, I've been to, I think this was like in Buffalo.
Buffalo.
Yeah. When I had went there like to see Niagara Falls. Buffalo, New York.
Oh, Buffalo. You met someone in New York that was
Like it was just like
Cap.
just talking like
No, he's not a good guy. Is he from New York?
no, but Buffalo,
No.
New York is like very like everything is far away from each other. Just think of it. Buffalo, New York is kind of like
Use Florida terms. So New York is Miami. What's Buffalo?
Buffalo is, I'd say maybe like
Is it the grassy part between Orlando and Miami when you go to Orlando?
how everything's separated. Yeah.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe he is a genuine guy.
Like I just spoke to him like at the actual Niagara Falls. Like it was a short conversation, but he seemed like a really good person. Like, and I didn't get any weird vibes. Like, honestly, like I have a sixth sense and I could feel vibes, like dead ass. Like if I feel like you have negative intentions toward me, I'm gonna feel that. You don't even need to say nothing. You could pretend to be nice to me and I will feel what you really.
So I have a question.
Yeah.
How do you deal? Because there's a problem I have. How do you deal with feeling alone when you're not in a relationship?
Honestly, I kind of just distract myself. Like I don't try to like think about it so much because I'm young, you know, like people are like having relationships,
Kids.
kids
Jesus
that
Christ.
should not be having kids. People are having kids that should not be having kids, and I'm happy that I'm not one of those people. I'd rather stay single and maybe find someone right for me. I say maybe because you already know my plans for the future. I don't see anyone with me in my future.
Yeah. Do you think it's going to be harder, like, every year when, you know, you do whatever you're doing by yourself and you're just... Because this is the thing that I have, right? I come to a realization every day, like, I'm really doing this. Like, I'm really going to try, because that's what I'm doing. I'm trying. You know, you never know what's going to happen in the future. Even though I'm committed to this of being alone, you never know what's going to happen. You know, every night when I'm by myself, or I'm at work, or I'm listening to a song, I sort of think about, like, damn, what would be like to be in a relationship? And then I sort of backtrack. I'm like, well, it would stop me from doing this. It would stop me from doing that.
Yeah.
You know, and from being in a relationship, it does stop you from doing a lot of things that you want to do, or you just don't have the time to do all the things you want to do.
Yeah, exactly. And it's like, honestly, like I kind of treasure the time by myself now than how I did before. Because before I had that mindset of, oh, I can't be alone. And that's not a good mindset to have. Like, you need to be alone sometimes. You need to experience things by yourself.
And a lot of people don't understand that. And some people will actually just try to get into a relationship after they break up with people.
And it's so bad because you're just bringing your freshly made baggage to a checkout. And now they have to go through all of it. And you know what? They're putting things in there. They're putting extra things in there. And then it stacks up and stacks up. And now you're all fucked up.
One of the good things about, you know, being like the person overviewing our friends when they're going out with someone, I think the cool thing is, like, you get to see how your friends are, what's attractive about them, what are they attracted to, and then when they meet someone, you know, and you get your take and you're like, oh, like, this is a good thing. Like, there have been plenty of times where I've told women no, and, you know, down the road they find someone else. And I look at that relationship now and I'm like, well, because I said no, like, they're in a really nice relationship, which, you know, I feel like in another time, or if I made another decision of going out with them, they wouldn't be as happy as they are now.
Yeah, I get
That's
you.
how I feel when I see some of my friends. Like, you know, there's so many people I can, like, Gianna's one of them. I didn't want to go out with Gianna for, you know, personal reasons, obviously. But Gianna's so happy now with her boyfriend, and I'm super happy for her. Another girl, Rufin, who graduated FIU, and she has a boyfriend named Morgan. Really cool guy from what I hear and see. You know, like, I told her that I'm not ready for a relationship either, and she found someone to be with, and she looks like happy as hell, you know. And that sort of thing is sort of like a bittersweet thing, because you like to see it, but you're like, damn, I wish I would have,
But to be honest, not a lot of guys are like you. They would say yes, fuck them up, and leave them. You get me? Like, or make them, like, force them to leave.
Yeah, and it's funny because I'm friends with a lot of those type of guys that are like, yo,
I'm gonna cheat on my girl
you
so she could leave me because I don't even want to be with her.
Well, that's like the underlying statements of what they're saying behind their words to me. But you know, it's like, yo, bro, you piping this girl, you fucking her, or you had a sleepover, you know, like stuff like that. I don't know. I think it's really corny. I think it's really stupid when guys come up to me at a club and they're like, some guy came up to Ahmad because he was like with 3 or 4 girls, and he's like, hey man, let me borrow one. All 3 of them can't be yours. All 3.
Borrow one.
I think he was
bitch.
at Central with Sarai Tun and Tiffany, and I was like, my dog, like, you know how disgusting you are to be doing that.
Honestly, I would have decked him. I'm sorry, I fight guys.
Las Vegas is worse. We had so many guys, you know, coming up to, you know, me, asking me like, oh, how do you get these type of girls? Where y'all from? Oh, Miami. Oh, y'all get down? Y'all can borrow a girl? And I'm like, my dog, like,
borrow girl.
Dog, there was
bitch,
a frat.
Does he own the women?
No, I don't. I just hang out with them.
Why they keep saying borrow, bitch? Like, you could see already the mindset. Not good.
Dog,
not
that's
good
every
intention.
club. That's every club I go to. Yo, even at Gabe clubs, you know, when I went with Rufin, you know, when she was single, when I went with Rufin and all these other people, Susie and everybody, it was like 8 of us. I don't know.
I love Susie.
Yeah, Steven's bitch ass was there. Fuck you. Anyways, so we were there. There was some guy. You would think it's a bunch of gay guys. We're safe. If anything,
no, you're not.
A guy's gonna dance on me. There was a guy that tried to dance with Rufin, and he kept on trying. And then, you know, at one point, like, I'm there and Rufin's on me, and we're like, okay, we're good. And then the guy tries to sandwich Rufin in between, and I'm like,
yo,
that's when I
would get up and be like, you need to get the fuck away,
and then,
or else.
You know, he was like this, and, you know, he's like thrusting the air, and I was like, no, don't. No. Like, I think I had a drink in my hand or something, and I was like, don't do it. Like, it's like, what is it? It's like etiquette. Like, don't do it. Like, I know a lot of you people out there don't read, you know, you men and women don't read a book, Robert Greene,
which you should.
How people work, The Art of Seduction, The 50 Laws of Power, books like that, literature as that teaches you how to interact with folk. You see, when you don't have to speak in tongue, you could just look at their body language and you could figure out what they want, how they want it, and when they want it. It's the most amazing things. And all you have to do is spend about $140 on 4 novels that will teach you everything you need to know about people.
10 out of 10 would cop.
Yeah. I have them behind me, but I'm not going to give them to you.
Don't.
Yeah.
You won't get.
By the way, do you like the bookshelf?
I do like the
Moneybag
bookshelf.
Joe. Moneybag Joe.
Even though, like, I don't have my glasses, I'm about to put them on just to look at them.
No, don't worry. No, after I'll give you like the little grand tour of everything. But I think that should wrap up the podcast. We've been at it for like an hour and 6 minutes. It'll probably end up being like an hour and 3 minutes or something like that when I chop it up. But that's a lot of footage, let me tell you.
Yeah.
But
we need to do a part 2.
Oh my God, you, Fufu, Ashley, everybody wants a part 2. No, we most definitely will.
Why not me and Fu here?
Well, I do need 2 women to talk about male masculinity and something else.
Well, Fu is a they, so it'll be one woman and one they.
Yes.
I fuck up too, but I correct myself.
No, she really they.
Me too.
They really helped me out with it.
You could literally ask her. I do the same shit. I literally will. She'll be like, "Oh, they," and I'll be like, "They!" Like, I'll scream. Like, so I scream to remind myself. It's like that movie, The House Bunny. How that girl was like, "Oh, I need to say your name like Gregory to like remember it." Like, watch The House Bunny again. You'll know what the fuck I'm talking about.
But you know, with that being said, you know, hopefully Talissa comes back. Talks about these different topics because
there's so many topics and we couldn't really get into it because there is just so many topics.
So many guests that I want to have, but it's hard. That's why we have, you know, my whole life or whoever to do all these episodes. But with that being said, make sure you guys go ahead, share this podcast, tell your friends about it. Again, if I talked about you, let everybody know, whether it's good or bad.
Yeah, for real.
Please make sure to follow Talissa on Instagram.
Oh,
and
God.
I mean, they have to support you somehow when you
You're
make
right.
your company.
You're right.
So make sure you follow Talissa on Instagram. Talissa, what's your Instagram?